Not all property improvements actually improve the value of your home. The first improvement we call a lifestyle improvement, but not an actual investment improvement, and that is pools. Pools are very expensive to put in, and if you live in Florida, you're almost expecting to have a pool if you're shopping in the luxury market. The average price of a pool in a luxury piece of real estate is gonna cost you somewhere around $150,000. And if you ask an appraiser to appraise the value of that home, they're only going to give you maybe a $25,000 to $35,000 increase in value for that $150,000 pool. So as long as you understand that this is a lifestyle improvement and you're not expecting a return on your investment, my advice to you would be to not put a pool in the home. The second improvement that you should never make unless you're planning on living there forever is solar panels. Solar panels are a horrible investment and in fact have killed more deals than anything else that I've ever known. I always tell my clients, listen, if you want to live in that property, if this is your true forever home, pay the entire system off first, do not lease it, and you can go ahead and do it. If you are not planning on living in this home for more than 10 years, do not install a solar panel system there. And now you know what to say the next time somebody pulls up and knocks on your door trying to sell you solar. Solar panels are excellent for saving and reducing your electric bill, but what people don't realize is they don't add hardly any value on an appraisal. And if you lease the solar panel system, then what ends up happening is when you find a buyer that loves your property, you also have to convince them to take on the lease or the financing for your solar panel system. So I have never seen any instance where a seller has made a return on their investment. In fact, every single time they have lost significant amounts of money because of the solar panel system, especially if they still owe money on that system. And last and not least, if you're looking at your house as an investment and not purely something that you want to enjoy, you need to be mindful of making hyper custom improvements. So for example, if you're going to paint your house, or if you're going to put wallpaper, or if you're going to do certain unique things to the cabinetry or furniture options, you want to be mindful of this because when you go to sell that house, if it is hyper unique, it's only going to appeal to a smaller pool of buyers. And so I would avoid bright colors. I would avoid things that are exclusive to things that you like. I would avoid dark, gloomy colors in the house. I would go as neutral as possible, and maybe you use the artwork and the furniture in your home to make it more personable to you, as opposed to making significant improvements to paint and other features that would cost you too much money than would make sense when you go to sell your house. So instead, try